Some people describe me as a comedic singer or some singing comedian. I tell these crazy stories and I drop in a little song every now and then. What do we need for every little ache and pain? Fell down and busted my lip. Banana peel, it made me slip. I've got a big bump on my head. Just put me back to bed. Rub me down with Bengay, Bengay, Bengay.
I kiss my wife, she gives me a thrill. If she keeps asking me about it, I will.
My kids never come to see me. I'm in a bad shape, don't you agree? Rub me down with Bengay, Bengay, Bengay. I used to be oh so sexy. At least that's what I kept telling me. I was loving what it used to be. Ruby K would rather watch TV. Rub me down with Bengay, Bengay, Bengay. One Sunday afternoon, Kay got in the car, slammed the door, looked me in the eye, and said, "Ron Greene, I'm so angry." First thought that went through my mind was, how did she find out? Do you know what Brother Howard did? This happened about 15 years ago. Brother Howard, at the time about 85 years old, teetering on the edge of senility. They had him as a greeter at the back door. What did Brother Howard do? He extended his hand, I extended mine, he grabbed me in a death grip, pulled me up, and kissed me right there. Ron, what was he thinking? I know exactly what he's thinking. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. I'm not embellishing this story. She said, Ron, men do not look at other women with thoughts of kissing them. Okay, if that were true, there'd be no office hanky-panky. Well, I guess you're right, Then she asked, Ron, what do you think of when you see a pretty woman? I said, honey, my thought is I can't wait to get home to you. She said, yeah, I bet. She said, by the way, Ron, from now on, you put me off at the middle entrance. That's okay. I told Sister Linda that same story, and she said, oh, I know. He kissed me, and ever since then, I've been going in the front door. And I said, well, now, Brother Larry likes to kiss the girls, too. Yeah, but I don't mind being kissed by Brother Larry. So near as I can figure, Linda's husband and Ron Greene need to find out what the secret of Brother Larry's kissing is. My gosh. On the way here, a four-way stop. I looked over, and the lady in the car next was blowing her nose and then looking at it. I got thinking, she's not the only one who does that. I do it. Y'all do it. And in fact, there's a preacher, I know, Baptist preacher, and he, for 15 years, he would come, sit up there on the pulpit, wait till his time to preach, get up there, wait until he's there to blow his nose, and look at it. First time I saw him do it, can I see? So, I mean, do we expect something different? Oh, look, Kay, our retirement is secure. I'm blowing out gold ingots. Blow my nose again. Oh, look, Kay, an original copy of the Declaration of Independence. This is great. Why do we do that? I guarantee you, the next time y'all blow your nose, you're going to say, I'm not going to look at it. What you're going to do is you're going to go, yeah! Now, we've all heard the term referring to somebody. It's been referred to me a lot. He marches to the beat of a different drummer. Cousin Charlie's not in the same parade. I lost track of Charlie several years ago, and a while back I got a message that he had died. So I put on my very best Sunday to go to meeting suit, drove the 6 hour one way to North Florida. Took me forever. My GPS stopped working out in the middle of nowhere. It's as if the funeral home did not want to be found. So I walked in, had a sign there, Charlie Johnson, that way. So I walked towards the chapel. Closer I got, I heard voices coming from behind these pocket doors. So I opened the pocket doors, and I had 60 sets of eyes looking at me. Now, folks, my daughter will tell you it takes a lot to make Ron Greene be quiet. But I was dumbfounded, catatonic, frozen in my tracks. Because until I opened those pocket doors, I had no idea Cousin Charlie was a member of a nudist colony. Now, what brought me out of my catatonic state was being jostled and squeezed by this dear little old lady, old enough to be my mother, whose upturned, tear-stained face struck me right about here. I did not want to even think about where the rest of her was striking me. And she said, "You must be a relative of our dear friend Charlie. What gave it away? The fact that I'm wearing underwear?" Oh, you have a quick wit, just like our friend Charlie. "Would you like to view the body?" And of course you look down at the typical statement, "Oh, he looks so natural." That's about as natural as I've ever seen Charlie, I'll be honest with you. So she said, "Mr. Greene, what were you being a relative of Charlie? Would you mind sharing some words of your experiences growing up with Charlie?" I said, "Sure." So I climbed the steps of the podium there. Now, I'm not indicating y'all are like this, you understand, but I was looking out over, I know, a couple tons of flesh, you know, and I said, "Cousin Charlie was a very humble man, a simple man of the people, and well, hey, Charlie would give the shirt off his back to a stranger, and apparently he'd go all the way down to his socks." With that, I sat down. My wife asked me, "How old was the preacher?" Well, it's kind of hard to make eye contact with her. She's very pretty. So she preached a short eulogy and then pointed out that Charlie was a member of the military, Vietnam and such, was therefore due an honor guard 21-gun salute. Now, folks, you have not lived. You have not lived until you stood out in 90-degree weather with a beautifully dressed honor guard holding a rifle surrounded by naked people. So then there's the customary hugs. Not only were they naked and sweaty, but they were strangers. I don't like to hug strangers, good grief. So the preacher said, "Mr. Greene, we hope to see more of you." I said, "Well, Reverend, you've seen about as much of me as you're going to see, okay?" So then I left, and I noticed the sign. I said, "Ron Greene, you dummy, should have known something was up." The name of the funeral home was the Bear Brothers, B-A-R-E, Mortuary and Cremation Services. We send you out like you came in, wearing nothing but your birthday skin. Now, where are we at? Oh, gone through that. After I sold my Crown and Bridge laboratory, I was a sales rep for Olin Mills. I was not a photographer, but I was a sales rep. I started my own company. I've always been kind of a loose wheel. They made me mad, so I quit and took my knowledge with them. I fell in love with photography, so I took some classes, and I became a photographer. Had a studio in downtown Cartersville for about 20 years. Now, who makes the photography decisions at the house? It's made by the lady, by the mama, by the girlfriend, by the fiance, okay? So it's very rare when a man walks in. It's going to be weird. I learned that early on. Freddie came in one day. First of all, he looked at my pictures. "Did you take all them pictures?" "No, Freddie, I bought them from a good photographer." "Yes, I did." "You're pretty good." "Thank you." They all said it like this: "Mr. Greene, I want to give my girlfriend something special. Would you photograph me without any clothes on?" My answer was always just as sober as a judge. I'd say, "Freddie, I only did that one time, and I came down with pneumonia." He said, "No, Mr. Greene, I'm going to be the one naked." That's a Kodak moment I don't want to remember. I said, no, Freddie, small town, my wife plays the piano at the Baptist church, so on and so forth. So just, do you know anybody who does and how much he charges? I said, I sure do. You go out that door right there, you turn left, you cross the road tracks, you turn left, go another block, about halfway there, you'll be standing in front of his studio. He's good. The boy has forgotten more than I'll ever know about photography. It's highly, highly inappropriate for me to quote prices. Let's just say it like this. If you take him a 6-pack of beer, he'll do it for free. You take him 2, he'll take his clothes off too. Now, Rachel knows who that photographer is. I told that joke to a group in Cartersville, and this guy came up to me and said, Ron, a couple of years ago, a beautiful lady went into this boy's studio and asked if he would photograph her for something special for his boyfriend. Without even asking her, he took off all his clothes. While she was taking off her clothes, he went in his office and then came out thinking he might get something going. Nothing happened except the photography. But what she has done now, she's gone around town kind of making fun of how he looked, you see. So that's another reason I want to take off my clothes. So anyway, I told Kay, I said, Kay, these men are coming in asking for an 8x10 picture of their naked for their girlfriend. She said, Ron, I don't know of any woman, girlfriend, or wife, or whatever who'd want to ever see a picture of a naked man. I don't care how much she's in love with him. I said, well, there goes your birthday present. This came across the internet here a while back. A professor at a college taught computer science pointed out to everyone in the class that we refer to inanimate objects in the male or female gender. Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Andrew, and such. Then why should we not also refer to our computers as a she or a he? He divided the class, men and women. The men come up with 4 reasons why the computer should refer to as female. Ladies, why the computer should be referred to in the masculine sense. The men came up with this. Other than their creator, no one understands their internal logic. When computers speak with each other, they communicate in a code that only they can understand. Oh, this is good. This is it. As you commit to one, you end up spending half your paycheck accessorizing it, often described as upgrades. They store every mistake you make for later retrieval. I'll say amen to that. Now, the women gave the following reasons why computers should be given the male gender. Computers have a lot of knowledge, but eventually need your help to solve things. Computers are supposed to help solve the problems. Half the time, they are the problem. As soon as you commit to one, you discover that had you waited just a little bit longer, you could have gotten a much better model. And the number one reason, in order to get them to solve any problem, you must first turn them on. I'll say amen. I heard about a man who was getting up in years, but as long as he kept his weight down, he'd be okay. But his sneaky little wife kept feeding him and feeding him. He became obese, died, she got his money, did the same thing to somebody else, and on and on. Well, my weight gain is not my fault. It's my wife's fault. That is plain and simple. Just because I clean the pot that everything's cooked in, I'm just helping her. It's obvious. I'll get to the song here in a minute. It's a longer introduction than I thought. Marshall Tucker Band, 1972. Feeling kind of bad now. Ask the doctor now. Doctor, what is wrong with me? He took one look now. He said to me now, you're getting fat as you can be. Can't you see? Can't you see? that mean old woman been doing to me? She's got a plan. She read my will now. You got it right now. She's a beneficiary. She went to the graveyard. She bought me a place there underneath a dead oak tree. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what Kay has got in store for your little Ronnie Greene? Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that prize